everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Gabby and this is Got to Gab. I hope you guys like what I've done with the place. I bought a bunch of plants this weekend and I just wanted to spruce up my life. And I was telling one of my friends that I was gonna name them because I have an aloe vera plant down here named Fern, and that I wanted to name my plants, and he thought it was really weird. If you guys think that it's normal for me to name my plant children, let me know. Drop a comment in the comment box and let me know that I'm not alone. So today I really wanted to talk to you guys about the things that I wish I would have known before I got started on YouTube, building a website, like all of these things that I really wish I would have taken the time to consider, work my way through, and things that I think you should know before you get started trying to start a business. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into this week's video. I really wish that before I got started in all of this that I would have really taken the time to research how much goes into everything that I do. I don't want to say that any of this is easy because it's not. I take a lot of time to record these videos. Up until last week, I was doing a vlog on Monday, a travel post on Tuesday, a little IGTV video on Wednesday. I was doing a content video on Thursday and a blog on Friday. And that had to happen on the weekends because I don't really have time during the week to pack all of that content throughout. You know, sometimes I can get away with it and I can, you know, just come home from work on Tuesday or Wednesday and sit down and really go in and record this video. But to do my makeup, do something with my hair, as you guys can see, I didn't do a whole lot with it today, but to really go through and do just the things that it takes to sit down in front of a camera and give you guys a good quality video is a lot of work. Managing a website is a lot of work. I try to make sure that things are updated on there and that you guys know where to find stuff, whatever. That's takes its own set of work. Luckily I use GoDaddy. That's how I built my website, and they're really helpful and I can manage a lot of it from my phone. Trying to make sure that I'm posting content several times a week so that way you guys aren't getting tired of my face, but you guys know that hey, she's still here, she's still around. There's so much that goes into just creating enough of a following so that way I can branch off and do the other things for my business that I want to do, which I obviously won't get into today. The second thing that I would say I wish I knew before I got started was that I was going to have to sacrifice so much. If you guys watched my videos last week, I don't think I realized that I was going to have to sacrifice as much as I have. Obviously I had heard it took me 10 years to become an overnight sensation, and what decade of your life are you gonna sacrifice to become a millionaire or to have the future that you want. But I don't think I really took that into account. When I thought about sacrifice, I was like, oh, they mean time. 10 years is a long time to sacrifice, but I don't think I really stopped to think about what I would be sacrificing. Like I said, most of my content, not even most, I would say 98% of my content I record on the weekends, I schedule on the weekends, I do everything on the weekends. And while I'm at work, I work in a lab. I don't have my cell phone in the lab with me. I don't have a way to reach you guys, so everything has to be scheduled and timed. And then I'm constantly watching the clock, okay, I'm not gonna go on break right now. I'm gonna wait until this time because I know that my YouTube video goes live and I need to make sure that I post it on Instagram and Facebook. So much timing goes into this, and I wish I would have known how I was gonna do that with the job that I have right now, not being able to access my phone, which is how I do everything. The third thing is that I wish I would have known that some days I just wasn't going to be up for the challenge. Like I said, this is a lot of work, and sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes I really just want to take the time and enjoy my weekend. We are in the middle of a global pandemic. We are having a race pandemic as well, and I am so, I don't want to say focused, I am so like gung-ho on making sure that I upload content and I post for you guys that for like the first week or two that everything, I don't want to say that everything was heightened because it still is, but that everything was so fresh and new, I didn't even really take the time to process because I was like, no, make sure that your friends are okay, make sure everyone else is okay and is in an okay headspace, and then you've got to push content out there because somebody somewhere could really use something that you have to say. Like, you've got to keep doing it, you've got to keep going. And sometimes I don't want to keep going. Like, burnout is real. To be pushing so much content out every week is a lot of work. And I think that what I talked about on Wednesday was those motivational tips. And I don't want to go all the way back into that, but trying to remember what's your why. When I think about the things that I want to do in the future, the new avenues or business ventures that I want to come up with in the future, that's really what keeps me going. Realizing that one of my coworkers always says I have the gift of gab and that I can use my voice and my intellect to hopefully bring joy to people's life and add value to it. That keeps me going. And so while I wish I knew that sometimes I was just going to be really tired and I was going to want to give up and not keep going, I think now that I'm like in it, I also know that there's a way to find that motivation to keep going. And if you haven't checked out my video about my motivational tips from yesterday, go check it out. It is on my Instagram. The fourth thing is that not everyone would agree or be happy for me. Being an entrepreneur is tough, and I want to say I talked about this last week when I talked about preparing to sacrifice and that some people in your family and in your life would not support you. Even in the little ways, some people will say that they're going to do things or show up or help you come up with ideas. What am I trying to say? What is she trying to say, y'all? Basically, there's going to be people who just don't see what you see. And so they might not have the drive and the fire that you have towards the vision that you see, if that makes sense. And that's okay because it's not for their future, it's for yours. But I wish I would have known that because I really thought that like coming out the bat and starting this, I was like, okay, well, I have X amount of friends on Facebook and they're my friends. Like, they're all going to subscribe to my channel. Like, this is going to be easy. They're all going to check out my blog. I have this website. So many people are going to go and check it out. And that's not what happened at all. As of right now, when I'm recording this video, my number one watched video is the video where my thumbnail says, I thought I was going to fail. Or I just knew I would fail is what it says. And that's my most watched video. Because whether like you want to believe it or not, there's going to be people out there that you think are going to show you support and show up and show out for you, and they're not. They are waiting for you to fail. And I am reminded that, and that's also another reason that really keeps me going, because I put out there that I just knew I would fail, and that's what people clicked on, and that's what people showed up to watch. The fifth one, and my last one, is that finding my footing would take time. Finding my schedule, finding how I was going to put these videos together, when I was going to have the time, finding my comfort zone, or finding the comfortable feeling of being uncomfortable was going to take time. I wasn't going to right off the bat know how to record these videos, know how to edit them, know what content I wanted to talk to you guys. I wasn't going to be comfortable in front of the camera right off the bat. If I had known that, I think I would have taken a lot of pressure off of myself. And I still have that pressure a little bit. Like, if I put out a mediocre video, I feel it. Like, I know in my heart that I didn't put my all into that video. And even if it doesn't show up in the watch, how many people check it out or watch it, I can feel that I could have brought more to that video and brought more to that content. And so I think if I realized that it was gonna take me time to get my flow, then I would have been more patient with myself and given myself a little bit more grace. With all that being said, I have no regrets. Every time I say no regrets, I think of We Are the Millers, where he spells no regrets on his chest, but he spells regrets wrong. And I can't remember the actor's name, but he's like, really? Not even a single letter? If you haven't seen that movie, I want to say it's rated R, so if you're super young and you're watching this, make sure you watch it with your parent, I guess. I don't know. But I have no regrets. This is a learning experience. I try to keep it 100 with you guys. Everything that I bring to you guys is something that I'm learning and trying to improve on and do better. And these are the things that, as of right now, almost 3 months into doing YouTube, that I wish I would have known from day one when I started. This isn't easy. I tell you guys this all the time. It's 100% worth it and rewarding. I check my analytics like every couple days, and even if I just have a few more minutes that people are watching or one extra subscriber, they're like little wins that I get every week. When you guys interact with me on my videos, when you guys comment on my IGTV, hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. Some days I'm like, I can't even be wise to myself today, like I have nothing. And then it comes to me throughout the day, and the ones that are spontaneous and I just kind of give to you guys seems to be the ones that you guys enjoy the most. So overall, I'm still learning, but I wish there were things that I would have known from the jump. And I'm sure that's always how it's gonna be. But I hope you guys take this and it doesn't deter you or push you away from the idea of starting your own business, but helps you understand what you're in for. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, I will see you guys next week. Peace.